Welcome everyone to the What's Left podcast. John here with Jake and Brad. We are the punk rock garage band of podcasts here on the Derealization Nation Media Network. Uh, Before we get started, please like and subscribe. Guys, we've got the president wandering around Japan, lost. We've got another ship, more ships, multiple ships blowing up in the East Pacific. We have Israel resuming hostilities in Gaza and lots of other news as well. But let's start in Israel, where 21 people was the last known count, as it's still rising as the bombs continue to fall in Gaza. Um, if you are curious as to what emergency caused Israel to step up their escalations, Bibi Netanyahu was in court today and had to be rushed from his testimony for national security reasons before it started. So, not only evil, just straight up corrupt in your face. They don't give a fuck. Absolutely wild shit, bro.
Hang on, wait a minute. You're telling me that Israel didn't stick to the ceasefire?
Israel hasn't stuck to the. I mean, I feel like, I feel like you've been here. You know,
So
it
you're telling me
has.
all these Trumpers that keep saying online that Trump brought peace to Gaza is a farce and didn't happen at all? And if they would just keep watching the news past the first 18 seconds, they'd see that?
Oh, I mean, watching the news at all might be useful as well. Turning off Fox News for a second could be helpful. But yeah, that would be what I'm saying, Brad. Also, might be saying like that the Japan's prime minister probably jumped the gun on the Nobel Peace Prize thing while she was out there glazing Trump shamelessly in public. Um, yeah, so I think maybe we can calm that down since we all knew this was coming anyway. We're just praying that it stood for a little bit while longer because you just don't want to see more kids. At least three, probably more children were killed. Um, they're using ships, drones, planes. They also IDF soldiers raided a school, shot two people. Um, they blew up a camp, a school where sheltering people were, or displaced people were sheltering, and a car in Khan Yunis with an entire family in it. Also, in case you thought that maybe Trump had made some kind of significant change about policy in the West Bank, they also killed three people there. So just an insane amount of violence back up. And now that the hostages are out, the U.S. definitely approved these. It has been the U.S. knew and approved these attacks. And what are the odds this is gonna escalate or de-escalate in the next couple of days? Any
I
guesses?
don't no de-escalation unless there's no more people there, there'll be no de-escalation.
You think they're just gonna keep
Or
on
or
bombing?
unless those people become fully subservient, like unless they are like willing to just be engulfed by Israel and become Israelites, then it's over with. It's a wrap for them. Get out or die.
Well, there is part of the that Gaza plan where they need labor, and there is a portion of that where you could see that maybe some sort of indentured servitude. They're already stuck in concentration camps. Would not surprise me at all to see them
Send
used
all
that
those
way.
people Apex been paying. Let them go do it.
Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah. Fucking AIPAC's been hard at work. Chuck Schumer was asked whether or not he'd vote for Zoran. He was voting for Zoran, and he just ran away from the camera. Like, what a fucking piece of shit.
Did he really?
Yeah, he wouldn't answer the question. He just like turned and ran while this is going on. Like while this is going on, because you know that's all he's protecting is that, and you know the hit job on Graham Plattner, which you know for its merits has some merit here and there, but it's fallen flat too. Like people, the kiss of death is being endorsed by Chuck Schumer. Janet Mills is not popular at all, and reporting from the ground in Maine says that it's actually more energy for the campaign than before. It's so anything that you're hearing outside of that is just internet noise and the DSCC trying to push a narrative because people are still excited because people see this. You see this genocide and you see the importance of having another no vote in the Senate on the genocide. Like that's super important. And then at his town hall last night, he also had a trans person asked him if they stood with them, and he gave a good answer. And he said, you know, I do stand with you. And he cited his own privilege as being the reason why he's doing what he's doing because he can say and do things that other people cannot say and do. And so I thought that was good. But you just don't have a lot of moral clarity on the Israel issue. And I'm not, people are allowed to have whatever opinion they want of Graham Plattner. But when it comes to genocide, I don't think you get to, I don't think that's not a arguable issue for me. So, Janet Mills has no support from me, no matter what happens with Graham Plattner, because she takes that APAC money, Schumer takes that APAC money, and they are the they are the reason for not just the Democratic Party's failure, but for America's failure on the world stage.
Yeah, I saw somebody trying to spin it like the Democratic Party is dead because of uh, the far left in their movement. Psych, the far left is pushing out the establishment Democrats. We don't give they're dead because we said so.
Yeah,
Because they're not
100%.
doing enough. Because we demand more from our politicians than these fucking right now. They're people are about to not be fed
Yeah.
because the people we've elected to Congress can't come to a bipartisan agreement. There are children that will go without food because the people that we've elected cannot come to an agreement because they're not willing to talk to each other because they're fucking dumb.
Yep.
And that's what that like I they're killing themselves. We're watching this in real time. There are people losing food. We're watching this in real time. See you later. Fix our government and get the fuck out.
Yeah. And we're going to talk a little bit more extensively about what's going on with Snap. And at the end of this thing, we're going to do a little palate cleanse with some of the scenes from the Zoran rally, because that's the kind of energy we need right there. So, um, let's see. U.S. bombed a series of ships in an area of the East Pacific. Now, this is actually an area where fentanyl does occasionally come in on boats, although it does usually, of course, come from China in pieces, both to Mexico and to the United States, manufactured in both places as well. Um, but they killed 14. One person survived. I mean, this is murder. This is just straight murder. And I don't know, it almost feels you feel bad for like the pilots who have to carry this stuff out, but at the same time, like at what point do you just say no? Like,
You said one person survived. Were they
hmm
have in custody?
who knows? And you know what's gonna happen to the last two.
Sounds like a loose end that they're just gonna have to.
Take care
Button
When
of.
up.
when this fisherman tells him that he was just trying to fish.
Yeah. I mean, the government the government of Colombia
Yeah,
has basically confirmed the one was already confirmed one was definitely a fisherman, like an old man.
right. It's interesting.
It is. You know, if you were serious about like fighting drug cartels, you wouldn't bomb small-time drug dealers. I mean, we've all seen The Wire. They ain't out there, you know, they ain't out there, trying to get the small-time dealers. They're out there trying to get up the ladder to the guys at the top. They want Stringer Bell.
If they're serious about stopping drug cartels, they should probably stop funding drug cartels. That would help.
That too. They could try kicking the cartels out that they invited here. Uh,
Yeah.
that'd be a good start.
Like act like we don't know how drugs get here. Like, come on, dude.
They do. They lie straight up. JD Vance said had the dots. He wrote a whole book. There was a whole goddamn movie, and he tried to say that his mom got her drugs from Mexico. His mom was a nurse who stole her drugs, like so many others. And I'm not judging her because that's what addicts do, and I'm one myself. But I'm just saying, like, that's not the story. He's just fucking,
In rural Ohio,
yeah,
She was getting Mexican drugs in rural Ohio.
Yeah, I was no, not in when JD Vance was a kid, I mean, you didn't need Mexican drugs. You had Purdue Pharma and you had just a abundance of Oxycontin. So she didn't need help
No,
From
dude, they were
Mexico.
just handing that shit out.
Yeah,
Like, you have arthritis, here's Oxy 80s.
right. If you like look through the hospital ashtray, you probably found like half smoked fucking oxys in the ashtray. You know, they were just everywhere. People flicking them on the street like butts. I mean, it was a bad time, and it was still like they were still spreading the idea that that stuff was non uh addictive. And so like yeah, like you said, this is not we know who the real criminals are, right? And it's not this. And they've basically stopped making arrests here in the United States too on drug dealers, upper level drug dealers. So because that whole department has been rerouted to focus on immigration, just like every other department. So speaking of immigration, ICE overnight decided to fire a bunch of their head guys because apparently things weren't cruel enough. You guys believe that? They weren't happy with how shitty they were being, so they just decided to fire the heads of several offices, I think 11 offices, in the middle of the night and replace them with guys from Border Patrol. Apparently, we, the media, have gotten it wrong, and the public, that it's not necessarily ICE that's being extrajudicial, it's members of the Border Patrol. I don't care if we would probably not make those mistakes if they identified themselves. So maybe go fuck yourself on that one. But yeah, so they're replacing with guys from CBP, the Border Patrol, in hopes to bump up the numbers. That's encouraging news in that regard. Uh, in Chicago, they've been sued, right, and told that they had to stop using tear gas and other chemical weapons of war on U.S. citizens. Got to stop doing it. Of course, they didn't. Um, so Greg Bovino, ooh, Jake, you got this. You want to show this picture? Greg Bovino is the I don't know, the chief operating officer of the ICE unit here. This is how he chose to pose. This is what he chose to wear, chose to pose for a picture for an interview with CNN. If you're listening, he is dressed like a Nazi. Like there's no other way to put it. I don't know what that is there, the patch. I'm hoping it doesn't
Because
matter. It means what it means, because the man's
yeah,
clear he's clearly trying to be a Nazi.
Is he trying to release like a rap album? I'm confused by the lighting of this, the pose of it. I'm confused by a lot of what's happening here in
Yeah,
this photo.
it's very strange. It's very strange. The look on his face is also strange. I'm not really sure what's going on. He looks very
Is he wearing a
distressed.
skull cap? Is that his hair?
why does he have two
Does he
ears?
have two ears? I'm so confused.
Yeah, he's like it looks like a what do they call that? Motion, like the picture in motion, you know?
Yeah,
They took a picture of him while he was moving on an old camera. It's a very
yeah.
strange photo.
This is weird.
So yeah, that's the guy, right? He uh he was actually caught on video though, throwing tear gas at a crowd himself after the court order was released. So he's in court today. They tell him that he's going to be deposed for 5 hours. He leaves court, gets in the car, throws a fucking canister of tear gas on the dashboard, stands on the edge of it, and does like a bunch of Nazi salutes in rapid succession to every corner of the crowd who's there to protest him. Guys, we are in the wildest of fucking timelines.
She said that he has to wear a body camera. The judge, Ellis, said he has to wear a body camera, and also said that she wants daily briefings at 6 p.m. He has to meet with her every day at 6 p.m. to discuss how the day went
Yeah.
because they found out that even though she ordered no more tear gas, he used it. So now she wants body cameras. They have to wear badges now in Chicago per her ruling.
Yeah. Jake, there's a lot of people out there doing a lot for democracy, but that woman having dinner every night with the white shadow there, that's got to be up there. Like, as far as, things people, sacrifices people are making.
That's just she's this is just stuff that should have been done in the first place. Body cams were introduced to the police because it's dangerous.
Because police can't be trusted?
Right. Because they were doing things that they weren't supposed to. So obviously they don't want body cameras.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of Trump's idea of back the blue is like let them do what they want. But
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
it just means turn off the body cameras.
Yeah.
It's just like years and years of protest and Black Lives Matter is just being thrown out the window once again
Yeah.
because we made progress.
Hmm.
We need inclusivity.
Yeah, he hates
Yeah, Jake,
progress.
didn't you know that all lives matter? Like immigrants and trans people and
Yeah.
starving children. All lives matter, Jake.
Hold up.
Fucking get it right.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, get it right, dude.
How dare I assume other people cared about other people?
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
that one is kind of on you.
Yeah. I just assumed most people had general respect for the other people.
Oh, that's your bad.
Did you
That's
not see the picture? Does that look like the man with the respect? Is that the
no,
guy?
I'm saying before all this,
Though the before times.
the before times.
Dude,
Uh,
I think that was why I was so confident that Kamala was going to win because I just didn't think there were that many pieces of shit in America. And then when she lost, I was like, actually, people are pieces of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yes,
Yes.
exactly. I was like, okay, there's no way that like we're this bad as a society. And then I was like, oh, okay.
yeah,
We actually are that bad.
especially
God.
especially after it kept ramping up and ramping up. Like they kept like pushing the boundary. Didn't have to. Like they could have like acted normal for like 10 minutes before the election, but they just kept getting crazier and crazier with it. And still people voted for it.
Dude,
It
people were
does.
loving it. People were loving it. What do you mean they were loving it?
I know. I will never in my life really get over the crowd of Latinos holding up mass deportations now signs. It's still to me like it just leaves my mouth on the floor. Just like, what the fuck am I seeing? What I like somebody like somebody said about Rogue, like what the fuck do people think that meant? What the fuck do people think that meant? It was clear as day. So I don't know, the that's I don't know, another reason too for people if you're in New York City to get out and vote for Zoran. Because if you think this is a done deal, if you think people won't get out there and vote for Cuomo, clearly this country is full of shitbags. So
Yeah, Sil was just there for like pandering, right? Like, I don't know, what is he there for?
who, Siwa? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's there because he's the like he actually deserves to be there because he won his primary, right?
Yeah, but like, what's he
He's
going to
an
do?
actual
I
candidate.
mean, how much of the vote do you think he's going to take? Because I don't think that like Cuomo and Mondani is going to split the vote enough for it to matter. Because I think that it's just going to be
No.
Mondani on a landslide. I think Cuomo just needs to get the fuck out of the way.
As long as the same people who are out there in mass organizing remember to get out and vote and get people out to vote, we'll be fine. It is
So
gonna be a
what
landslide.
what happens if Siwa wins with 37% of the votes?
Siwa will never win 37%. Have you ever listened to that man? He's literally insane. They keep him around because there's no chance of a Republican winning in that area, so you may as well have somebody crazy. Like
Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America.
it's so true. So true. I I don't know. New York still has pretty good education though, so he doesn't really do well there. It doesn't do too hot there. Plus, you had people out there with their MAGA from Mondani shirts on. Like it was Seriously.
MAGA for Mandani.
Hmm. Because it is about racism and it is about bigotry and sexism, but it's also about the fact that like the Democratic Party has to take their ownership for the fact that they literally have just abandoned human beings for decades. They really haven't done shit for us. The wealth
Yep.
the wealth inequality is not a it's not it wasn't a bipartisan issue. That was something all of y'all had something to do with. So I guess I'll mention this one too, since we're talking about Back to Blue. In Washington, D.C., a report came out that a federal officer shot at an unarmed black man in a truck during an arrest, and the officers were told not to document it. So Trump's
Right.
Trump's America.
And that's why we have body cams.
That's why we have body cams. This is also why people are exhausted with the idea of protest too,
Mm-hmm. This is ridiculous.
because we fought like we were out there fighting. Like 2020 was tough, and there were a lot of people, spent a lot of time organizing and fighting. And within fucking 3 years, we're already rolling back everything from the gun legislation to cop reform. All of it's gone. Absolutely pathetic. All right. Um, so I want to move to this story. Little Epstein Files action. So y'all know Liz Warren, right?
Sure do.
She's
I know Elizabeth Warren.
yes, Elizabeth Warren from
Okay.
the senator from Massachusetts.
Yes.
It's calling for an investigation into the bankers, including Jess Staley, who was the old Barclays head, for their alleged support of Jeffrey Epstein. So the Barclays boss was particularly close with Jeffrey Epstein, and it's very clear that he ran interference for Jeffrey Epstein and gave him heads up about upcoming investigations, uh, helped protect the late financier's access to the banking system during his stint working at JP Morgan. Um, yeah, she has been described in the media reports as Epstein's chief defender. So, um, even though Mike Johnson is obfuscating in every available way the Epstein files, Democrats are still out there now that they can once again investigate these things, are calling for investigations and starting to look into some of these matters. And it's good at least like even if they don't get the thing, like at least this is out in the news. So I don't know. Is this hopeful for you guys? You roll your eyes at this? Like for me, I think this is good, but I don't know.
I think that like if the plan is to distract us from the Epstein files, I think they're working overtime. And I feel like it constantly needs to be brought up. So I appreciate that something's happening just to bring the name back up and put it into the mainstream, like back into conversation. Like we cannot let like I'm not even seeing as many things on TikTok about, all right, well, I'll release the files.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like let's get to talking about these files. Let's get everybody up out of here. I don't care who they are. They gotta go. Let's make it public.
for sure.
So
Jake, you
I
think
like any awareness brought to the situation. And but also she's messing with the banks and that could get sketchy.
she loves that shit? That's her bag, dude. She's Consumer Protection Bureau. Like she's it. She does what she's if anybody's gonna fuck with the banks, it's gonna be Liz Warren. She wanted to be Jerome Powell. She wanted his job.
Ooh,
She wanted his job.
I would not
So
want that job.
no, I don't know why anybody would want that job, but she does. She likes that kind of shit. She also goes on CNBC all the time and just fucking owns those men constantly. Like makes them sound stupid. Um, on
She
the
is
regular.
good.
I don't know why they bring her back, honestly. Like they think this time she's not gonna get me. I don't know, Jake, you think this bringing this stuff into the thing is helpful, or is it just kind of like lost in the
It's
uh
just more shit. Just do it already so we can stop having these more. Well, what about this? And let's bring up this too. Let's just get it over with. How about that?
That'd be nice.
You know?
That'd be nice.
They're
There's a
willing to starve
I'm
kids
glad
to
he's
not swear her
working.
in.
Yeah, but it's just too much. Just get it over with.
All right, let's talk about starving kids because that's literally what our government is willing to do to keep these things from happening.
Mm.
So, uh, like Brad said, they're trying not to get back into session because they don't want to swear in Adelita Gravala, uh, so that because she would be the 218th vote on the discharge petition to release the Epstein files, which is insane. So Mike Johnson is running interference for pedophiles, as he is wont to do. That is kind of his bag. Um, and the lies just keep getting worse and worse. Today he told a Whopper, he said, Jake, you pull up the first snap graphic. So Mike Johnson said that the government cannot find funds to fund SNAP during the shutdown. He said actually legally it doesn't look like they can. They had a legal opinion that said they couldn't. Um, Factually, they absolutely can, and it was well, that's not the one I was looking for, but eventually.
There is no graph.
It's not a graph, it's just
Is it
a
burdens?
yeah, give me Bernie's. Um, but yeah, so it actually I'm just gonna I won't need that one, but just basically like it's not only not illegal, it's just this has never happened before in the history of shutdowns. Snap always gets funded. So yeah,
Mm.
he's full of shit, I guess what I'm getting at.
This is
Yeah.
what I mean. What are we do? What are we doing?
With
What part of this is making America great? And you can tell me that Donald Trump is using his own money to build that ballroom. And let's say he is. Okay, let's pretend in a fun fantasy world that Donald Trump's actually using his own money to pay for that fucking ballroom. Why would the America First president, the president for the middle class, the president for the blue collar man, why wouldn't he use that all of his exponential wealth to feed children and show how great of a man he is and fuck the Democrats and blah 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 blah? Why wouldn't he do that? I'll tell you why. Because it's all bullshit. The billionaire was never coming to save you. They're willing to starve fucking kids. They're literally fighting to starve kids, and the Republicans just want to make things more expensive for us, and they're not willing to fucking budge on it.
yeah,
Like that's the argument. We're not going to feed kids until we can price gouge you on insurance.
bring up Bernie again, Jake, real quick. Because it's crazy. Like we can find not only at the same time that he's doing this, like he's throwing 15 billion Americans off healthcare, doubling premiums for 20 million Americans. He's refusing $5 billion in emergency SNAP fund to keep 16 million kids from going hungry, but the 1% keep the $1 trillion in tax breaks, right? And in addition, he is insisting that the American people owe him $230 million for the legal fees for the crimes that he fucking committed. Like that to me is that one blows my mind. Jay, uh, the the French Revolution happened for less. I mean, this is a a let them eat ballroom kind of moment. I can't like if people lose their SNAP benefits, guys, how long before people just straight up revolution?
Immediately.
You think
Hunger is a basic need on the
Yep.
hierarchy of needs. It is safety and food. This will not take long.
so? I guess the follow-up to that is if the violent or if riots ensue or violence ensues, is that just them finally getting the excuses that they wanted?
You mean they're poking the bear until they're true?
Yeah, trying to make people do this so that they can turn the military on
you
them.
don't want to say it. Yeah, you don't want to say martial law, but it feels a little bit like that.
It feels a little martial lawy, right? Like it feels like they're trying to get
I know.
people.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, the government's just gonna declare martial law. I don't want to be that guy. But
But we got to talk about it, right? Like, because
people
it
will
is
do
right there in
anything
your
to get
face.
like people will do anything to feed their children.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
If a lizard's tail is trapped under a rock, it will chew off its own tail to get to water.
Yeah.
That is the human brain when it comes to survival.
Well, didn't like James Franco do that when he got caught under that rock? He chew off his tail too.
Yeah, they don't. I don't understand how this could even be a question. We've elected officials that have somehow failed. They're on the brink of failing to provide children with food. Like I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me that this is what the constitutional republic has brought us.
Is it
And also,
possible?
like, have you seen like the architects talk about how the pricing of the ballroom makes no sense too?
Yeah,
Like per square footage, like it actually makes no sense.
none.
Why so much money?
Yeah, it's like building real estate in San Francisco
Mhm.
or something.
Yep. Well, he knows it too. He's like he said he's like we're gonna build a triumphal arc, or we're gonna build an arc. He just said arc. Like he said before he showed plans of a triumphal arch. So we are making the connection for him. I should just point that out. Like maybe he is actually talking about building an arc. He might be thinking that he has to get two of every animal. He might be looking at the hurricane on TV and thinking it is time to build a boat. I don't know what goes through that man's mind any more than he does. Um, but and he said it multiple times. He said arc. He said we're building the arc, we're building the arc, we're building the arc. So it is the money. He knows it's too much money, and he's just fundraising on it anyway because it's not about the fucking ballroom. It's about the fucking bribes. Like that's it. That's all it's about. The people that are donating to this thing are giant corporations, right? It's all the same people. It's Palantir. It's all the like it's your usual suspects. And yeah, this man's like full of shit. So full of shit. It's
Do you
crazy.
think these billionaires like convene together and like, bro, we just got this motherfucker doing backflips for us out here as the president of the United States of America?
They can't believe their good fortune. There's no way they could have like there's no way they thought they were getting this much.
Right. We knew it'd be good, but this good?
This good? That's wild, bro. There are a select few who uh like they know this isn't like sustainable. There are people there are just and I think they fear the guillotine, the metaphorical guillotine, for lack of a better word, uh, or for you know keep this thing from being demonetized in case it goes viral. But the the idea, I think there are some billionaires who recognize that and know that this is wrong and bad, but not enough to give up their money.
Yeah,
You know,
boo-hoo. Oh,
because you talk about hunger, you talk
your friend
about
who was shot. Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, looks bad.
yeah, uh,
It's ridiculous.
it is ridiculous. We were talking about this the other day, Jake. Like billionaires, like even like so you've got even like JB Pritzker. They said it takes $6 billion to end world hunger. He's got like 7.2. Hello? Like, think about that. Like, if you personally, as a human being, were sitting on $7 billion, $7.2 billion, and you knew that you could end hunger for six, would you sit on $7.2 billion?
I just don't see how you could.
No, I don't either. But there's not just one or two. There's like two Greyhound buses full of people sitting on enough money to end hunger entirely. And instead, they're quibbling over whether or not they should spend any money at all on a minimal amount of supplemental nutrition assistance for the poorest of the poor, while even people just above that tax range can barely afford fucking groceries, end up buying
And then
fucking
they have
home.
these fucking idiots. God, they have these fucking idiots on the internet, and all you see is, oh, I guess they're gonna have to get a job. Buddy, let me tell you, they all work for Walmart. That's the problem. Is that
Yep.
these companies like Walmart that the government gives billions of dollars in subsidies to don't pay their employees enough not to need to supplement their income so that they can provide food for their fucking kids.
You should be mad at because the SNAP is a subsidy, not for the people who receive it, but for the businesses who don't pay, right? Like
That's exactly what it is.
that's who it is subsidizing. It is another fucking break for Walmart, for Target, for Amazon. It's another break for them.
And then
Target is laying off
that's
workers too. 18,000 some. They joined Google, Target,
Y-
Amazon. They all joined that wave of laying off workers.
Yeah, you get there's a graphic on there. It's a graph. It goes up and down. Go ahead.
yeah.
Is that a,
Wal-
is that a
Yeah,
graph?
that's how it goes. Go ahead, Brad. What were you gonna say?
Walmart relies on the government to pay their employees to eat, essentially, and then their employees then take that money and spend it at Walmart in the form of EBT benefits,
Yep.
and they win again
Yes.
because the government pays them again.
Yep. 100%. So this chart, what it shows is job openings and the S&P 500. And what you see, if you're looking at this chart, is from AI on, the S&P 500 going straight up and job openings going straight down. The more they lay these people off, Jake, the higher these stocks are trading. These companies that have laid off people, their stocks are exploding. Like every time they lay off 18,000 people, the market takes that as proof that AI is on its way, it's working, it shows confidence in the system, and so they can lay off these people and go fuck yourself. And so the businesses are making even fucking more money. These are the people who are robbing us in our fucking faces.
What
Yeah,
is
dude.
salt and pepper 500?
B 500 is the stock market. Oh my gosh.
Salt and pepper
The
500. You know
salt and
what?
pepper 500.
Salt and pepper
It's well, it's a little known NASCAR race.
That's crazy. So that's like AI's influence and the job loss.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, what you're seeing is that during this bubble, stocks keep inflating, but this idea that these billionaires are creating jobs with that money is nonsense, and it keeps becoming greater nonsense because now not only is it the regular nonsense of them not actually doing it. On top of that, like now they're being rewarded for slashing in favor of AI. Like because it does two things. It helps their bottom line because they're paying less people, supposedly, right? But it
Hmm.
also shows in this fantasy world of AI where people are speculating on the worthwhileness of AI in that world, it proves that the technology is viable and usable. And so these traders, it just gives confidence to traders to invest more fake money into the fake bubble
Right.
for the fake technology that is causing people to think about suicide.
Interesting. So who was president during this time?
That's a little Biden era there,
That's funny.
where it's nice and even there.
It's nice and even. Yeah. Biden
Yeah,
era.
yeah, you can be you can be mad about a lot of things, but
Hmm.
job growth ain't one of them.
Yeah,
Right.
this huge move right here where it starts to separate. That's
Mm.
right there. That is where, yeah, that right there. Um,
Mm.
that is at
What?
the end of the term.
Yeah, what
And
happened
we've
there?
just been pumping unregulated AI. Dude, this administration's like, yeah, fuck them. You better have those goddamn kids, but don't worry, there won't be jobs for them because we're giving them all to
Right.
AI.
Right.
Yeah,
This is crazy. Like I know we've talked about this. If they bring manufacturing back to America, it won't be ran by you and me.
Mm.
no, no, because we'll all be in prison where the
Hmm
13th Amendment doesn't guarantee our right to pay at all. So they can just use us for labor then, because MPS M7 says that anybody who disagrees with the government is a criminal. So, you know, Does it sound like fucking alarmist bullshit? Sure. But I'm going to tell you right now, it should never be in writing. Like it's in writing. So, like, if they wanted to, it's there. And just that fucking threat should never be in existence, let alone the fucking reality.
They don't understand that these billionaires can make the stock market do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Like they just don't understand. 10% of the population controls 90% of the stock market. That's
right.
not like an exaggeration. That's what happens.
Because if you look at that
Yeah.
giant dip there in the middle, uh, of the
Yeah.
upward slide, over in 2025,
Oh, this.
this little dip right there, they made money there too. Although you would think that they lost money because things fell off. No, 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 nay, nay. They also made money there. So while your
Because they're
401
always making money.
always making money, yes. Ask yourself, is it a day that ends in Y? If the answer is yes, then they are making way more money than they fucking need.
But again, they just have the ability to prop this up and then just cash out whatever they want to and just leave you holding the bag. Dude, they have been wreaking absolute havoc in the crypto market. Absolute havoc, dude. It's getting, I think they liquidated like another $200 million or something today from the crypto market.
Jesus fucking Christ. You know, today too, you could take the graph down, Jake, unless you're still playing with it.
I was a little bit messing
Uh,
with the tours.
I didn't even
Okay.
know. That's cool that you can like John Madden all over it too.
Mhm.
That's neat. But see the quality that you get on the YouTube show? You just can't beat this. Just
Right.
can't
Okay.
beat this.
Unmatched.
Unmatched. Find me a match. You won't find it. Tremendous numbers, numbers you've never seen or heard of before. Um, but yeah, so on top of all of this, like talking about how worthless this technology, and this study comes out today. And it's kind of buried in the news cycle. But the finding finds more than 1 million people every week. That's 1 million people per week shows suicidal intent when chatting with ChatGPT. OpenAI estimates. This is its own company doing this study. Estimates that 1 million people. This is supposed to replace basic, like this is supposed to be like therapeutic. People are supposed to turn to this for therapy. That's been one of the main things they've been talking about is how therapeutic it is to have a fucking robot to talk to. 1 million people per week send messages that include explicit indicators of potential suicide planning or intent. That's fucking nuts. I mean, on top of everything else, AI also exacerbates mental illness. Who could have saw it coming?
It's gonna be it is the downfall of civilization. Like children aren't learning anymore. Like it's ruining us.
Yeah,
It's the dumbing down of America. Like it's what it truly is.
it's stupid. And it's worth repeating over and over again, but this technology, once the internet becomes flooded with AI slop, is going to start learning on AI slop. And so it's not going to get any smarter from here. Like it's going to get dumber. Like there will come a time where this shit will not be able to tell you good information. So, yeah. They claimed that the new ChatGPT 5 update reduced the number of undesirable behaviors with its products, improved safety. Uh, but no. So,
It also still can't get the number of stars on our American flag right. So
yeah, it's fucking insane. It's insane. And they keep saying things like this and and you see these layoffs and shit. Those people, they need those people in those jobs. They need those people in those jobs. And this is all our fucking money anyway. And it's all our fucking intellectual property, just like it was with social media. Even the social media money belongs to people. Like those billions should have never been allowed to go to any one person. That's fucking insane. Um, fucked up huge here. And it's gonna all come crashing down real soon. And that might be the only good news that comes out of this administration, honestly, is, the fucking collapse of the system. I'm starting to like feel that way. Like maybe that's not such a bad. Like maybe if this thing blows up and blows up huge, maybe that's the final push that people need to realize that they've been lied to for their entire fucking lives. So
Our whole lives, bro. Our whole lives were lied to.
it's crazy. All right. That's enough serious shit for today. Oh, one more cartoonishly weird, but also serious story. A trunk hauling aggressive monkeys overturned in Mississippi. These monkeys were infected with herpes, Hep C, and COVID. Um, I'm not sure which of these viruses they were injected with on purpose, but they are on the loose in the state of Mississippi. So, I mean, in any other fucking news cycle, we would be talking about this. But in this world, I had to find this like at the bottom of a page somewhere.
That's not funny.
No, it's not. It's insanely scary.
That's
But
crazy.
rabid herpes COVID monkeys are roaming, I would say Mississippi streets, but like the way I envision Mississippi, there are no streets. It's mostly just dirt roads. So I assume they're picking through garbage cans for loose skull.
How many are loose?
I forget. I forget. I didn't
Is
write down. I
it
didn't
a
write down the
bunch of
number.
them, or is it like,
I didn't write down the number. It's more than one, and that like one should be enough, but like it's more than one. It's more
and
than
like
one.
they couldn't immediately realize that they lost the monkeys and or get them
Oh
back?
no, no, they knew.
It
What are
was
you
just a
what are you gonna
semi
do
truck
about it,
hauling them.
Jake? What are you gonna do about it? What's the truck
It was a
driver gonna
semi
do?
truck
Like
hauling
run
them
him
that flipped
down?
over.
Yeah.
Semi truck hauling them flipped over. The trailer busted. The monkeys escaped. He
Okay.
was in a flipped over semi on the dirt road in Mississippi that John was talking about.
A group of
You didn't give me those details.
He did say a truck overturned.
I did. I
And
said that. Yeah, a group of potentially diseased lab monkeys escaped from after a vehicle crash on a main
maybe I
interstate.
stopped listening after I heard disease-ridden monkeys
Yeah.
escaped.
They're
Maybe we should release Tiger King so we can get him back for us.
I don't, is that really his specialty? I thought he was more of a cat guy.
I just thought he did meth. I don't even think he was good at the cat thing.
Yeah, well, you know what? You would maybe I'm sure if these monkeys are from Mississippi, they probably also do meth. The the Rhesus monkeys. Um, they came from Tulane University in New Orleans. Oh, so they're educated. They're infected with several viruses, including Hep C, COVID-19, posing a potential health risk for humans. You don't say. They're about 40 pounds, aggressive to humans, and they require PPE to handle, probably because of the herpes. Uh, primates, blah, blah, blah. They do not give a number, which is terrifying.
What kind of monkey?
Rhesus. You're just not listening to anything that I say today.
Nope,
I
he's not.
didn't think of Reese's was a make a monkey.
Yes,
I'm
dude.
thinking chimpanzee or like something else.
Well, it's the peanut butter chocolate kind. Um, all but one of the
Reese's.
monkeys have been destroyed, but there is one still on the list.
They
Yeah, dude,
said
they're
this.
40 pounds and hate people.
They said destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you think they handle them, Mississippi Jake? You think they fucking nurse him back to health?
Put on your PPE and go catch them.
They shut down the last rural hospital in the state. They don't have fucking antibiotics for themselves. They're not about to fucking not about to hit Valtrex to a monkey.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have been shocked if they like did anything else. But there's
You
one
know,
li
these monkeys weren't like, oh, I'm gonna go volunteer in New Orleans to get injected with COVID-19 herpes.
listen, you don't know that they were injected with herpes. That one could have been
That could have just been
that could have
happenstance.
yeah. Could have just
Straight to
been
Missouri.
yeah. That
Oh my God.
I know it's horrible. It's horrible. It's also it is kind of horrible just to think that like that's what we do to animals too. We're just like, here, have some fucking Hep C. Great. So Trump was in Japan and I want to play this. Yeah,
That was a great segue.
let, how okay, Jake, I'll give you a fucking infinite opportunities to come up with a segue away from fucking Hep C monkey.
Speaking of crazy things loose in the wild, Trump is in jail.
Not
Uh,
bad. Not bad at all. All right. Well, let's take a look at this. This is Donald Trump in Japan saluting nothing. Um, then we got this. What's that? What, Jake?
Don't they bow for respect in Japan?
Yeah, if, in the longer form of the video, you'll see her stop and bow and him just like wander off. Here's a good angle. This one's She has to help him the whole time. Stop. It's like, okay, over here. This is where he stops and salutes. I don't see, there's like nothing there.
The flag?
Yeah. See, like she stops to bow and he just like takes off and she's like looking around. So she's running after him now. Over here. Over here. Holy shit. Hey, you guys remember how Biden walked off the stage the wrong direction one time?
Yeah. It's
How many times did you hear the word gaff when Biden was president?
oh,
No,
do you have any of this? Do you have any videos of him talking today?
I have one because I can only
Okay,
handle
good.
one.
Okay,
But
good.
yeah.
here,
I like to hear the mental decline.
yeah, this one's, well, this is a doozy. Oh, hold on. Gotta turn the volume back up. Don't want to miss a word. I'll make sure we get the full context, because it's pretty deep shit.
Run an aircraft carrier before, so they switched to electric. I disagree with it, but that's all right. Let me ask you: we're going to go steam first and then electric. Catapults, which is better, electric or steam? I'm going to put it in order. Seriously, they're spending billions of dollars to build stupid electric. And the problem, when it breaks, you have to send up to MIT, get the most brilliant people in the world, fly them out. It's ridiculous. The steam, they say they can fix it with a hammer and a blowtorch. And it works just as well, if not better. And I love the sight of that beautiful steam pouring off that deck. With the electric, you don't have that. So
Yeah.
He pretty much said, we could just have dummies fix the Steam ones. We could just
Yeah,
have you dummies fix the Steam ones.
right. Yeah. We don't need any of this sophisticated
Yikes.
technology.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ. Fucking catapults, steam engines. He did the his magnets bit, one of Jake's favorites, because when magnets you get a drop of water on them and
They just
then
don't work anymore.
just quit. They stop working.
I just love learning new things.
Well, stick with old President Trump and you'll learn a lot. Learn about reverse bathtubs.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Don't people that don't people feel embarrassed? Like sometimes I just feel sad, like watching him represent our country. Like just for our country, I feel sad.
It's telling that Newsmax cut away from that speech. Like Newsmax has like been built around uncut Trump since the rallies,
Yeah.
and they cut away from it. Like in the middle of that, And they're like, okay, this is getting a little stupid. Man's like, I don't know. Maybe the cool industry was like, tell me what to build steamships. I love a steamship. I love the steam, love the cool. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the fucking moron running the country. Magnets wandering around Japan. Japan's leader kissed his ass hard. Uh, they
Obviously.
they signed some kind of rare earth minerals deal. The problem is that like you have to have rare earth minerals to produce rare earth minerals, and it's kind of in the title, but they're not all that common. So China, they're less rare. So that's kind of why they're already mining them. So they're sort of like way the fuck ahead on that. There's no amount of rare earth minerals deals that you can sign with countries that rarely have minerals. Uh, that's gonna really make up for that.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're wondering why your TikTok is full of like pro-Trump propaganda, it's because it's never been a better day to be the Chinese government. Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you wonder why every third TikTok today was some fucking snake going, "Oh, I'm so happy these kids are going to starve to death. They should get a job." Well, thank China. And they made sure that you saw that person with 3 followers 6 times. So, yeah, because things have never been better. They're killing it. They're actually going to sell their electric cars in Canada, which is just a huge blow because, you know, they buy our cars. They help manufacture our cars, or they did. Now they're not going to do it. And those electric cars that we previewed in one of our other episodes are like 10,000, start at $10,000 are coming to Canada. The ones that like swim, those ones. So, good night, to the US, uh, fucking auto industry. It's been nice. Can you- but we'll be continuing to build our relics here. All right, let's end with this. Let's talk a little bit about this Zoran rally. AOC was there. She killed it, right? Schumer and Jeffries, not there. Uh, Kathy Hochul, though, did show up, the governor of the state of New York, who is up for re-election next year, who tacitly endorsed Zoran late in the election. Um, but I want to show this because mainly because I could just like have this injected directly into my neck and live off it for the rest of my life. But this is her. Oh, I'm gonna freeze up right now. Okay, this is her at the rally. Uh, getting she got a bit of an introduction to the crowd.
All right. I can hear you.
Given the reception.
So clearly, right? You guys heard what they were saying.
hmm
Tax the rich, tax the rich. So she says, I hear you, right? And so like clearly the look on her face, like she realized in that moment that there was a movement bigger than those donors. But she forgot about it real quick because here's an interview a mere number of hours later.
You received last night at Zoran's rally where people were chanting, tax the rich, tax the rich. Are you going to hold a line on raising taxes, even if it means losing an endorsement or getting a primary challenge?
I couldn't hear what they were chanting. I thought they were saying "Let's go Bills." I wasn't sure. I mean, when you're up there, I heard some noise. I heard a lot of cheers. But later on, it became clear to me that there is I know there's passion for that. I mean, I went in there as the leader of the Democratic Party, whose job it is to unify and unify behind the Democratic nominee. I love the energy out there. I told them that. And I want to do is bottle all that up, use it in a few days, but take that to Long Island and the Hudson Valley and make sure that we can stop the insanity that's happening now while we're in the minority, while we don't have the power, the levers of power in Washington. I want to win back the House through New.
All right. All right, that's enough.
She definitely 100% tips it around it, but also she's 100% right. I don't really give a fuck what your plan is. We have to stop what's happening right now. It has to be stopped.
Certainly. Here's my problem. All right. She wants that energy. She doesn't want to do the things that cause that energy. That's the whole problem with that is the Democratic Party's problem. If you want to, do you need to hear it again? That's the problem. I want that energy. I don't want to do what you want me to do. I just want the energy. I don't want to do anything about it. I want the energy that ending genocide brings, but I don't want to actually end genocide. I want
But
the
I
energy.
still want funding.
Yes, but I want your support. I want you to go vote. Like I want you to go. All you people, and like she started that thing, her speech off at the rally, like talking about, well, all you guys out here organizing and voting for the first time, like yada yada yada. What do you think they're out there for? They're not out there for fucking uh whatever your fucking donor fucking class is selling. They're not out there for fucking Israel, lady.
Yeah. That's what she wants to appeal to the voter while appeasing the billionaire.
Yep. And you just can't do it. You just can't do it because there is a whole bunch of people in the United States of America who did not give a fuck about what happened in this election. And even if they believed you when you told them that this place was going to burn to the ground, a lot of them said, "Man, let it, let it," because of people like Kathy Hochul who want your energy and want your vote and want your money so that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. So they can go to the same party as Donald Trump. If they want to, the problem is that you can't end what's happening, the insanity that's happening right now, taking money from the same donors that made that insanity possible. Almost $300 million from AIPAC went to Trump's campaign. So break with AIPAC, break with the money, or it won't end. It won't end. That's all I'm saying. But the energy was great.
Yeah. Till we stop lobby money, we're cooked.
Cooked.
Right.
Yeah. Lots of members of Congress too, that are running in these primaries, like our boy Chakrabarty, who is primarying Pelosi, was actually on Mehdi Hassan's program and said literally that he will not vote for Jeffries for leadership because he's been an abject failure. I like
Good.
that energy too.
Get rid of them all.
Yep. There is currently a candidate, independent candidate, well, Democrat candidate, not affiliated with the party, running to primary Jeffries. His campaign needs a little bit of steam, so you can look him up on Threads. Um, you there's also a city councilman who may run, who's good friends with Zoran, and knows him, or assemblyman, so they work together. Who might primary Jeffries? So we got to hold out hope. But Hochul is getting primaried from her left, so she just might fuck around and find out too. We're about to see. We're about to see. I'm excited to see how this election turns out. All right, I want predictions on final numbers in the Zoran election in New York City. Give me split the 100%. Give me Zoran, Cuomo, Sila. Go ahead, Brad.
I guess I'm going to say 60, 30, 10.
60, 30, 10. So that's 60 for Sliwa.
I'm Donnie in the one hole, Cuomo with 30%, and then
We call
you say Sliwa's got no chance, so we'll do Sliwa with 10.
Okay. Yeah, we're calling this ranked choice gambling. Jake, what do you got?
Mm-hmm.
I have to divide by 3. 1 second.
33 a third.
Let's see. I think that 20, 40, 60, 20, 20.
60, 20, 20. Ooh, That'd be nice. I would like to see Cuomo get less.
I want him to be tied with a Republican.
All right.
What's
Oh,
yours?
all right. I'm gonna go 75, 13, 12.
75? That would be crazy.
75 for Zoran, 13 for Sliwa, and Cuomo with 12. The Republican is going to outshine him for the first time in fucking New York election history. So,
Hey, 75 would be absolutely fucking bananas.
bananas. Bananas. It would sort of be on trend for overperformance with Democrats, though. That's where I kind of like. So I didn't it just pull the number entirely out of my ass. We are like 20 some points above, and he's like at 56 ish right now in a lot of pools. So
It's like the most densely populated area in America. Imagine if it went 75 to Mondani, what that would do for the political landscape of America going forward. People be like, "Oh, dude, we found the secret. Just fuck these billionaires. Fuck them."
I'm saying it would start. It has to be decisive though, because you see Hochul and how fast she retreated. That's not just her. Schumer and Jeffries didn't even show up. So like it has to be something that shakes them. And I don't know if 60 shakes them. I think they brush off 60. I think we need 70. So if you're listening in New York City, fucking get them out there. Pay for that bus pass one last time. Get out and vote.
One more time.
Voto más, por favor. All right. Anything else you guys want to add?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's clean. All right.
hmm
Let's uh let's wrap this thing up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, Substack. Uh, thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all of our old fans. We love having you guys here. We really appreciate what you're helping us build. It does keep growing every day, and it's actually like starting to like really shock and surprise me. And I'm like overwhelmed and grateful to everybody who's helping to make this thing a reality. So, um, thanks for everything that you do. Share our stuff, especially like the trans stuff and the Israel stuff. Like it just doesn't get into the algorithm. It's just like I cannot push it out there. It just won't go. But if enough people share it, you know, at least a couple more people will see it. So, um, please help in that regard too. So until next time, I'm John,
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brad.
and that's what's left.
Our Congress has failed us to the point that children are going to go hungry.